All Elite Wrestling makes its way to Los Angeles for its AEW LA debut. For the latest AEW Dynamite news and results, stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? This is your boy, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, and with me, as always, the host of all things AEW, All Elite Wrestling. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's Wrestling, Isaac Hayes, King Tuco in the building, bro. What's going on?
Man, nothing much, man. A little bit of dynamite going on, man. Hey, man, that LA crowd, man, they've been waiting for an AEW show. They show. Hey, I got to give it up to the LA crowd, man. They showed up and showed out for AEW tonight, man.
Yes, sir. What up, Lonnie?
And as far as I'm gonna say this, what's going on, Lonnie, man? We had a little technical difficulties, man. We couldn't hear each other for some odd reason, man. So we had to get some things in order. But we on live, baby. We here, man. But if I'm going to say, if the LA crowd didn't do nothing, it showed that people, regardless to what they say and how they feel, CM Punk coming out as champion, was a good decision. Yeah, you can harp on him coming in and grooming a new talent, but he did. I mean, because this ain't the end of him and Paige. Right. Now, who is CM Punk going to drop it to? I don't know, but Adam Cole, maybe, I don't know, who knows? But him coming out and that crowd going bananas. I mean, just going bananas. I mean, he jumped in the crowd. He had to jump in the crowd for the LA crowd, and they went crazy, man. They were happy to see CM Punk. They were thrilled to see him as the AEW champion. They were excited that he got to come out and wrestle first, and not only come out and wrestle first, but come out and wrestle with FTR in a trios match against Mass Caster and the Gun Club. Not gonna lie, man. The little build up, with them doing the wrong cities and San Diego and Sacramento or whatever, and it's like like these fools, and then of course you got Bowen coming in, and he's got to cut it the right way, Los Angeles, and it's like, and the crowd ate it. It's like they just, hey man, LA is a huge WWE market.
Yeah, they made this show.
Obviously, a lot of people came out to see this AEW, and they were there for it. And the crowd was just hyped, man. The match was cool. Nothing too crazy. Good opening, good hot opener. But for me, it was what came afterwards. Of course, it was the lead up to the Forbidden Door, and as you see right there, that's who CM Punk is gonna fight at the Forbidden Door.
Tanahashi.
I wrote his name. What's his name? Tanahashi. Tanahashi, man. I've heard a lot about Tanahashi, and I know he's the one guy Moxley's been trying to get to come to the States so he can fight him. But it looks like it's gonna be Tanahashi versus CM Punk at the Forbidden Door, January 29th. And I'm glad I'm gonna be on vacation that week. So your boy is gonna be able to see it. So we already know what's happening that night. So I guess we're going live. But other than that, yeah, man. That's hey, I'm pumped for it, man. They like if CM Punk said, man, they gotta start selling tickets to this thing, man. So hey, and it's gonna be in Chicago, so that crowd is gonna be crazy. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. Now I just want to see who FTR gonna truly face, and let's go from there.
No, yeah, absolutely. Like you said, dude, it was cool, to see, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, FTR. They came out with CM Punk, literally 3 living legends, and they went and did battle. Hey, I know we have our thoughts about the Acclaimed, but I must say, them and the Gun Club, regardless if they not anything, they entertaining as hell. And yeah, like the match is cool for what it was, but like you say, the big selling point wasn't the match itself; it was what happened after. And of course, like you say, man, we're
Mhm.
setting up Forbidden Door. So now moving forward, I'm expecting to see a lot of New Japan crossover, probably some Ring of Honor crossover, some Stardom crossover, some Impact crossover. Uh, you
Mhm.
know, for the next few weeks until we get to Forbidden Door, bro. So I'm ready.
That's all it's gonna be building to. Every week is gonna be building to that pay-per-view. But along with that, man, we got something building up prior to the pay-per-view, which, man, okay, man, Tony Khan is definitely going all out. But we're gonna
Yeah.
get to that in a minute. We gotta get to the hot topic, man.
Uh
We
oh.
gotta get to the hot topic.
Uh oh.
Yeah, you see it. We hear from MJF. Boy, oh boy, did we hear from MJF.
Ooh.
Oh man.
He was
See,
hot.
I can't see him. I can't see this in WWE
Yeah.
every once in a while. Maybe every once in a while, but I can't see the true passion.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess it'll be a wait until we see kind of moment. But
Right.
my man came out on fire. He came out. He hey
Whew.
hey. What we say?
MJF
What's Jay Cargill? What's Jay Cargill's catch line?
cut
Tony,
the shit.
cut the shit.
Yeah.
MJ, cut the shit. All right,
Yeah.
he cut the shit tonight, and he let it be known, man. Uh, his thoughts about everybody. He didn't leave nobody out. It wasn't just about Tony Khan. It was about the people. It was about the people in the back. It was about everybody. So what's your thoughts on it, man?
Bro, so when he came out, I'm like, okay, you know MJF is gonna say something. I mean, MJF when he comes out, he gonna say something that's gonna make you really really happy. The one thing that he said that was absolutely 100% true was he said, unlike the other guys in the back, well, as a fan with a few exceptions, but coming from him, he like the one thing that I do every single week, I come out here and bust my ass. Who the number two draw? I'm the number two draw. Every single week, man, I put this company on my back. And then the thing when he said, I make you feel. That's absolutely what he did. That's what professional wrestling is all about. Professional wrestling is suspension of belief. It's blurring that line between reality and fiction. Kayfabe, shoot, work,
Yeah,
whatever. Now, my thing is this: we all know the
yeah,
contract situation with Tony Khan
yeah.
and MJF. That's a shoot. The only thing is, we don't know is this promo a shoot or is it a work? And then the thing is, man, bro, he spoke so much truth
I
because
think he was shooting. I think
oh
he
yeah,
was shooting.
absolutely.
It was a bit of work. There was a bit of work, but he was shooting too.
And then the irony of this whole thing is, man, he said, Tony Khan rather save up all this money, give it to a bunch of ex WWE guys, and then right after that promo, who was in the very next match? Two ex WWE guys proving this point. So like, just the whole timing of everything was so perfect. And dude, hey man, and he said, look, I don't want to waste 2024. Fire my ass, you fucking Mark. And I'm like, wow. And then Tony Khan's been getting a lot of criticism too because people say, hey, okay, we get it. You're a fan, but you're too much of a fan. Now, me personally, is there some booking decision that Tony Khan does, and it's like, okay,
Hmm.
I don't agree with,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
that's life. You're not going to agree with everything. But the fact that he took the real life conversations behind the scenes, the real life internet conversations, the things that people are already saying, but he's got the balls to break that quote unquote fourth wall and put it out there. And man, bro, on everybody, like you said, it wasn't just Tony Khan. Hey, he let the fans know how they feel. Oh, I thought no, 2 weeks ago I couldn't wrestle. Oh, why? Because I'm not reckless. Because I don't drop people on the head. Because I actually take time to make you think and feel and actually get invested in the matches. And then he started talking about the boys in the back wanting this spot. So I don't know, man. He might have ruffled a couple feathers with that one, but it's clear, regardless of what it is, MJF don't give a fuck, and I can appreciate Tony Khan for knowing the situation and instead of running from it, man, he let MJF go out there on the forefront and do what he had to do. It made for great TV. We're gonna talk about this for a long, long time.
And that's why I say it's a work shoot. Like I feel like like there's a conversation to bring some edge, and they're not. But see, this is where I kind of like AEW because they're not running from it. Like you think Tony Khan would really be okay with MJF going out there and talking that much about how the show, how what people are really saying. Like if AEW don't shy from it, and then
Yeah,
they find that something and they give it to you, and it's like bam. here you go. And it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
okay, you know what, you got me. And I feel like this is right now, this is the best person for him to do it with. Like whatever this is finna be, whatever this is finna be, as long as they work this and do this right,
Yeah.
I man, it could be something great for the company. It could be something great. If it's about him earning his payday, I could see him earning his money. I could damn sure see him earning his money because, like I said, this
He
LA
earned that
crowd
shit
ate it
tonight,
up.
boy, because
They
I
they
know
they
he's
they
gonna do the shit out of this on YouTube.
that LA crowd was just that LA
Woo!
crowd was just
Yeah.
they was just they were so into it. It was just like, yo, like everything he was saying just had so much vigor to it, and the crowd was just reacting to it so hard. It's like,
And
yo,
let me tell you how great of a talker he is. When he came out, he went from the crowd telling him to shut the fuck up to by the time he got done saying what he was saying, literally
man, they
everybody in the
cheering it.
crowd cheered for
They're
him. Like that
clapping
is
it. They're like,
nuts.
hey, you speaking truth. All right, this is what we want to, but this is what they want to see. Like, yeah, this we want to see. We want to see that truth. And that's why I say, man, whatever's gonna come from it is something's gonna come from it. If this dare I say, dare I say,
There you say.
we get a CM Punk, do we get a CM Punk versus MJF for the world title?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was thinking that as I seen CM Punk come out earlier, and I seen MJF come out, I'm like, dude, it only makes sense. You gotta finish that feud, but
The
what better
perfect
way to
person.
do it
Who
than
is
to
the
have the
per
salt of the earth to probably
considering he won. Hell yeah, considering
and
he
then on
won
top of
at
it,
the
you take that from
pay-per-view.
your
Punk won
childhood
at the
idol.
pay-per-view.
You got to remember this. You taking that from your childhood idol. This guy that shit on you, this man that shunned you, this man who you looked up to, and he disrespected you. What better way? Hey, I built this company. You gonna come in and take my spot, and from guys like me, I'm gonna take something back from you, bro. It's there. Oh my God, it's there.
Man, if the goal is to
Whew.
make MJF so that guy that him and Punk come back out and finish their rivalry, and we'll see how this gets built. We'll see how this flows. But man, man, that I can't think of a better person for MJF to fight to prove his point. The ex WWE guy who just came in and about 8 9 months later and won the world title. Like if that makes so much sense. So it's like if that's gonna be revisited and it's gonna be some truth bombs, it's gonna be, oh man, let's go. The long game. I'm good with the long game, man. As long as there's a ending. Like you gotta get me there. You gotta give me something along the way. Like you ain't gotta give me everything, but you gotta give me enough to keep me following this trail. And at the end of this trail, it better be damn near almost the greatest thing I've ever seen. And
Man,
MJF beating CM Punk for the AEW World Title,
yeah.
and then rubbing it in Tony Khan's face. To now you gotta pay me. Now you gotta pay me. I'm your world champion.
Yeah.
You gotta pay me. Oh, you don't want me to leave and go to WWE with your title now, do you?
Hey, hey,
Oh man, that was
imagine MJF
dude,
show up on WWE television,
dude.
just hypothetically. Hey, it's the same if he don't even win it this year. Hypothetically, what if you see MJF, man, he dumped that shit in the trash can. He pulled a Medusa.
I mean, that would oh man, that would just be I I could see it, but I don't know. Uh, but I could, but I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that he don't that he'll get re-signed and he'll get his money. But this is a great angle to go with. This is a great angle to go with. AEW is about the realism. You know, we're not shying away from what we do. If we promote and brag about everything we do right, obviously we're not going to run away from everything that you may think or see or look that may be a little wrong or off. And you got to like that, man. All right, we had to get that out the way. Now, Johnny Elite made an open challenge to anybody, and who of anybody did we get? And I'm, you know what?
Who do
I
we
ain't
got,
mad. I am
Tuco?
not mad that this guy is back. I ain't mad that this guy came back, man, because he has come back. He is no longer trying to get into heaven.
Uh-huh.
He is willing to stay here to redeem, and he is here to punish all of us. He is the Redeemer is back, man. Miro is back, and he put a squash in the Johnny Elite. He won, but it's good to see Miro's healthy. He's back. Definitely want to see him put on a run. We got a Wardlow that's doing his thing. We're gonna see where that turns into. Definitely wouldn't mind seeing those two behemoths go at it. But hey, we still got a lot going on, man. Next up, man, we got the JSA, and this pretty much led to what we thought would happen, and we're gonna get it. So they had Real Regal come out. Blood and Guts just didn't sound the same as War Games. I'm
Nah,
just gonna be honest.
nah.
It didn't have that same to it. Blood and Guts. Yeah, it was like no, just War Games. It's just plain. It just
He
this is
tried. He
different.
tried.
He tried, but it hits different. And that's we're gonna get that. And then of course, man, we got the 10-man tag. We got a Koya with rEDragon and the Young Bucks defeating Matt Hardy, Darby Allin, Jurassic Express with Christian Cage, and fun match, not bad. The crowd was definitely for it. The pace definitely picked up. Good match. Good middle of the ring. Show match. Um, I will say this though, man. Yeah, you can definitely see something's up with Christian Cage
Oh yeah.
because he was acting real standoffish, about Matt Hardy and everybody. He was, him and Jungle Boy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but you can definitely see the seeds being planted for whatever that's going to be
Hey,
moving forward.
we better get that. We better get that TNA Christian, that heel Christian. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, we about to get something. I
Yeah.
don't know. We about to get something. But give me your thoughts on it, man.
No, hey, my thing
The
is this.
match.
Every time I think Christian about to end up whooping Jungle Boy's ass, nothing happened. So I'm like, all right, come on, Christian, beat his ass. But he not. But let me tell you, when he does, I think this is going to be the slow progression of Jungle Boy's solo career. Uh, and I think it's going to start with him and Christian Cage. So I'm ready. I'm ready to see what they're going to do with it. But I'm curious at this point to see when is he going to turn on him. That's the thing. When.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Next up, man, we got Swerve and Lee. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of hoping Starks and Hobbs would want to renew their rivalry, and they would want to tie that off a little bit. But they were just shooting a little promo for nothing. Uh, and then of course, man, we got Athena making her Dynamite debut. Then of course, man, we got that bitch champion, that bitch's show champion, Jay Cargill coming out with Mark Sterling. I'm sorry, not Sterling.
Stokely
Not Mark
Hathaway.
Sterling. What it was Stokely Hathaway.
Stokely
Yeah, I
Hathaway.
got it. I get yeah. All these look between Vince and AEW, man. I'm trying to remember all these people's names. Uh, Stokely though, but he came out decent. He cut nothing too crazy, man. But of course it's going obviously going to lead up to a trios match of the baddies going up against Athena, Anna Jay, and Chris Statlander. Then of course, man, we got Warlow. He put on another symphony on JD Drake, uh, which was cool to see him. And then of course, man, we got Scorpio Sky cutting a promo. He's going to fight Dante Martin next on this Friday. And actually, I can't lie, man. I'm actually going to be very excited to see that
Hell
Scorpio Sky versus Dante Martin should be a really good match for the TNT
banger.
Championship. So definitely can't wait to see that. Right, that's going to be a definitely good one to watch out. And then of course, man, we got the tag team match of Jamie Hayter and the DMD and the Queen of Hearts of the winner of Women's on Heart, the Dr. Britt Baker. Soho picked up the victory, but not a bad match, man. I got to say, this match was probably better. I would say this tag match is probably better than their first one.
Yeah.
But kind of shocking that Britt took the pin in both matches. Like, damn, I thought Jamie would have took the pin in this one. Like, at least with Britt winning, like even if she's on a losing team, but she wouldn't take the pin. So what's going on, Kevin? So I was saying, man, this match was probably better than their first one.
Oh, you breaking up on me. You breaking up on me. There you
Uh
go.
oh. I see we getting that interference. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you.
Do you see me? Am I
I
moving?
see you.
Okay. I was about to say you were still on my end. Uh the tag team match, Hater, Baker, Soho, Storm. What you think?
No, yeah, it was a really good match. But dude, again, this crowd was so fucking hot. Like, dude, from start to Tuco got kicked out. Let me see. There you go. From start to finish, though, man, the match was hot. The match was hot. I
Right.
feel like everybody, man, got their got the chance to shine. Ruby Soho, Tony Storm. This is the best I've seen Ruby look since she came to AEW. I'm not gonna lie. Ruby was clicking on
Because
all.
it wasn't all her. It was a little bit of her in between. It was just
Yeah,
enough of her.
and I think they did. I think they all did well. I think they all displayed each other's strengths well, but I think they all hit each other's lack of certain ability in certain moments of the match as well too, because it was four different factors going on and not just a one on one like you said. So that
Right.
helped as well. But no, like I said, this crowd was so damn hot, bruh.
Yeah.
Hey, even if the match was terrible, it was gonna be good just off the fact the crowd just made you want to pay attention.
Right, exactly. Then of course, talking about paying attention, man, we get the main event, man. Daniel Garcia, John Moxley. Obviously, man, it became a blood fest because these two don't know how to have a match. They got to beat the holy shit out of each other. So
Yeah.
we got that going on, and not a bad match. And then of course we got Jericho coming down, trying to cause a distraction. But of course, if Jericho's gonna come down, the Mad King got to come down. And we got
Cool.
that boy Eddie Kingston, who almost pulled the Titus O'Neil.
Man,
He
you see that
almost pulled
too?
he almost pulled the
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil, man, coming down the ramp. But he picked, he recovered nicely, and he was able to get Jericho, and Moxley was able to pick up the win. Of
Right.
course, they agreed to the match. We're going to get blood and guts. Uh, Man, this is going to be the Wednesday before the pay-per-view. So Tony Khan he's going to give us the New Japan versus AEW stuff, but to still keep AEW going, he's going to give us a bloods and guts match. And the fact that TBS is going to let this go on TV, wow. Okay. All right. Y'all, hey, apparently, man, ain't nobody really complaining about it. It's just the bots.
Hey,
It's just the
hey,
bots out there
it's just
tripping.
the bot.
Ain't
The
nobody
bot.
really complaining about it. I hope this one is better than last year's. But yeah, man, we're gonna get blood and guts and see where that goes. But
Yep.
what's your thoughts, man, on the match, man, and everything else?
Bruh, the match is absolutely brutal. I thought that they were going to end up rushing it because they were short on time, but they actually went over a few minutes. So, Mox, that crazy bastard, he ain't even been out a week yet. My boy Stitches ain't even healed up correctly. My boy Danny Garcia, excuse me, he came out, man, and my boy was limping. You could tell he was already hurting before the match started. Yet they gave it everything they had. My boy Mox was bleeding like a stuffed pig. In the words of good old JR, it was a slobber knocker from start to
Mm-hmm.
finish. My brother,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This was probably the best episode of Dynamite. One of the best ever. But
From start to
this was
finish. But
one of
and it wasn't that great, and like like a lot of happened. But for me, I feel like this was the best crowd. Like this was the
yeah,
best TV crowd. Like the
yeah.
crowd was what it was,
This is crowd of the year for sure.
because let's
For
be
sure.
honest, man, it was only like maybe four good matches. I mean, you got the trios match with Punk and FTR, and then you had the 10 men match that was cool, and then the women's tag match was cool also, and also you had four matches, and I mean the Wardlow match was what it was. Johnny Elite and Miro, that was just like that was what it was, and everything else was kind of just promos. Not all the promos were that great, but so I feel like it was more of the crowd. Like you had some good matches, so I feel like it was the better solid show from beginning to end. But
Right.
I feel like the
Yeah.
crowd was like the MVP of this, like
Hell
them being so hot for everything from the start all the way to the finish. Like, and they kind of made some of these matches feel a little bit more than what they, than some of the other crowds. So,
And if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken, I think outside of Vegas, I think this is the first time they've been to the West Coast as well. So
hey, that's not a bad look. That's not a bad two places to go. You went to
yeah,
Vegas. You gave Vegas a week. You
right, right,
gave
right.
Vegas a week, and then you
Hell
shoot
yeah,
out to LA. All right, man. Look here. They'll be looking back for you. Go to Dallas.
oh yeah,
Go to
yeah,
go to what I'm saying. Go to other parts of California. Hell, go up in Seattle. Go up to Washington. Go up to Portland. Shit. Go to all these other little places, man. They'll love you there too because they want to see you. They want to see some of their favorite people that Vince didn't want to appreciate, so they want to see them. But other than that, man, ladies and gentlemen, we got a nice few matches going on in Dynamite. Man, they're about to start building up for the Forbidden Door at the end of the month. They already announced the Blood and Guts. Tony Khan just got done with a pay-per-view, and already he's getting ready for another one in a month's time. This is the first time I think we've had back-to-back AEW pay-per-views in about a month's time. So this one's gonna be kind of nice. I mean, even though it's a joint production of getting New Japan more of those American viewers and getting that American eyes on them, which I'm not mad about, but hell of a way to do it. And with some of the talent you're going to see go up against, it's like, dude, this is going to be this is going to be big. This is going to be big. The buys for them is going to be big. A lot of people are going to check it out. You about to get fuck all that entertainment shit. All right, it's 10:30. It's GOW after dark. Fuck all that entertainment shit. All right, you about to get some wrestling. You about to get some you about to get some brutal chops. You about to get some whole rest holds. You about to really get a lesson in, man, and what this game is really about, and not all that WWE pretty shit. So yeah, yeah.
Man,
other than that, man.
The thing is, I look forward to, once again, doing what we do during these AEW spectaculars. I'm looking forward to another 15 hundo.
Well, considering you just did Double or Nothing, well, we know where we're gonna be at for for the Forbidden Door. We're gonna be on the East Side compound, right? We're going back to the East Side compound, baby. So we'll be live, and God damn it, we'll probably end up doing the whole goddamn show again. All right, but with that being said, man, ladies and gentlemen, man, I am your king. He is your hood tribal chief. We got to get out of here, but tomorrow, we got two for you. We got that final episode of the Evil series, the Roman Reigns recap. We got to get that out the way, get that done and over with. And then, of course, man, because we got Hell in a Cell Sunday, we got to predict on 2 matches and the rest of this garbage. And then we'll go from there on Friday. Of course, we got to give you Rampage and we got to give you SmackDown. If they add something for the pay-per-view on SmackDown, we'll talk about it then. Then, of course, we'll see you Sunday. No, we won't be on the whole pay-per-view for Sunday, but we will come on depending on how the last hour go. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, like I said again, I am the king. He is the tribal chief. We'll catch y'all tomorrow.